Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Let's get started. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Let's get started. We have a fun show. We have a fun show. Okay. Hold on. I know why you're... I know. Okay. I'm not dying. I mean, I got a haircut. That's about it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, $12 at Great Clips, right there, yeah, from the Mermaid. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shane Wells, right over there. Yeah, I get my hair cut by the same woman that's cut my hair for 12 years. Her name is Kara. I call her Mermaid because she believes in mermaids, and all we do is fight. When I sit down in the chair, we fight for an hour over mermaids, and she swears just because it's on the Discovery Channel that it's real. So anyway, but she does a good haircut, so if you're a dude and you need a good haircut, the Medina Great Clips. But anyway, how you doing?
Good. I'm just thinking how you drive like 30 minutes for a $12 haircut. Like, that's how good she is.
That's how good she is. I know. I mean, it's look at this. It's Fisher Price hair. I mean, it's hard to, you know what I mean? It's hard to mess that up. But anyway, I got to say thank you. This woman, people are so, right before, I always do a Q&A with the studio audience. It's my favorite time of the day. After the show's done, I spend some time. And this woman came up to me and she gave me a Christmas present. And I want to say thank you. Her name is Sandy. And Sandy says, hey, I know how much you love this show and its hosts. So I thought I would give this to you. I've had this since the first show aired. And it is an original crew shirt for Trading Spaces.
What?
Yeah, look at that. So,
is that cool?
I guess she was on the show or something. So
wow.
I called Paige. I go, girl, the next time you're in, you're signing this and I'm selling this on eBay. I'm kidding. I won't do that. Still have her sign it though, but anyway. So thank you very much. Now, speaking of presents, I have a little surprise. Audience, give it up for Aaron Schwab over here, everybody. Aaron, by the way, you can see Aaron and her buddy Jay Fuchs perform a fabulous cabaret show Thursday and Friday nights at Birch's, Lower Town in St. Paul, a fabulous piano bar, and Aaron does a fabulous show over there, so go see her. Okay. So I have a surprise for Shane. Now,
I am very nervous right now.
So Shane has two adorable children, and she has a daughter, Karis, who Karis asked Santa for something, and asked Mom and Dad for something, and mean Mom and Dad wouldn't give it. Mean Mom and Dad wouldn't give beautiful little Karis what she really wanted. So Auntie Jason.
No.
And Uncle Photographer Eric got together.
Oh gosh.
And
no, don't be Poopsie surprised.
Poopsie!
No!
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the unicorn that craps.
So, Jason,
yeah.
Since you have gifted this so generously to my daughter,
yeah.
I will invite you to come over, set it up, and play with Poopsie Surprise with her.
Yes!
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Okay. We're
I
gonna
had
videotape
the
it.
precursor to Poopsie. I had Milky the cow.
Can you bring Milky over?
And I know, remember. Yeah, Monday. So Monday, you're gonna make a video or something. So make sure that goes to your, now don't you?
eBay.
No! Make sure that gets,
Oh, you know this thing's going for like $200 on
I know.
eBay.
She's mean, isn't she? She's very mean, yeah. So make sure that gets to your daughter, okay?
She's probably watching too. So.
She probably is.
She's gotta come home.
Get camera back on me, Leo. Hi, Karis. Hi, Karis. Nice, Auntie Jason. Mean mommy, right there. Grab the coffee, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. I'm not kidding. I was in the middle of vacation, and photographer Eric, my buddy, texts me. He goes, "I found Poopsie," and I go, "Buy it. Let's buy it." Anyway, let's get started. The Oscars is less than 2 months away, and they still don't have a host. Kevin Hart, you know, he got the gig, then he backed out after some of his homophobic tweets from 10 years ago resurfaced. Well, here's the deal. This broke like late last night. This was like a train, man. He went on Ellen and talked about the firestorm that erupted in this interview, which was supposed to be like one segment, turned into an hour. Look at a little bit of it.
I'm kind of upset because these 10 years are just being ignored. They're being brushed past. Nobody is saying, guys, this is 10 years. No headlines are saying 10 years ago he apologized. Nobody's finding the apologies. Nobody's finding the footage from where I had to address it. I had to address it when I did Get Hard promo with Will Ferrell because of my joke that I had about my son. I had to address those tweets in 2012 in a very, very heavy junket where I was asked questions about homophobia based on those tweets. And I had to address it and apologize and say I understand what those words do and how they hurt. I understand why people would be upset, which is why I made the choice to not use them anymore. I don't joke like that anymore because that was wrong. That was a guy that was just looking for laughs and that was stupid. I don't do that anymore.
Wow.
So he went on to say he pulled out of the Oscars because he didn't want the night to be about him and whether or not he should be hosting. Well, in a surprising twist, Ellen revealed on the show that she actually called the Academy and told them that she wants Kevin to host. And she gave him her pitch about why he should reconsider. Look at this.
There are so many haters out there. Whatever's going on in the internet, don't pay attention to them. That's a small group of people being very, very loud. We are a huge group of people who love you and want to see you host the Oscars. I am as sensitive to all of that, and I talked to you about this, and you have already expressed that it's only, you know, it's not being educated on the subject, not realizing how dangerous those words are, not realizing how many kids are killed for being gay or beaten up every day. You have grown, you have apologized, you're apologizing again right now. You've done it. Don't let those people win. Host the Oscars.
Yeah, I agree with her. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. The call for forgiveness should be as loud as the call for outrage. And the guy apologized. And I said this earlier. If Ellen DeGeneres, who knows Kevin Hart, the public, we don't know Kevin. Ellen knows him on a level that we never will. If Ellen, who is a leader in the LGBTQ community, if Ellen doesn't think he has hate in his heart, that's good enough for me as an out guy. You know what I mean? I don't think that's him. I think that when you know better, you do better. And Kevin knows better now. He knows the power of those words, and he's not going to do it again. I think he should absolutely host the Oscars.
And if you watch the whole thing, I mean, it's really heartfelt.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like an act.
No,
I mean,
I don't think
he
it is
is
at
really
all.
taken by all this.
Next in the dish, one of the Fox's new talent shows is on the brink of getting canceled. Now listen to this, yeah. I mean, shows are canceled every day. That's not a big deal. But, yeah. This one hasn't yet, has it? I just want to make sure, yeah. They hate my haircut or something. Yeah. I'm kidding. They hated the beard is what they hated, yeah. Now, I know, I love it. Anyway, no, the show could be canceled thanks to one thing. A judge's very high paycheck. According to our buddies over at Page Six, The Four debuted last year with the second season airing over the summer, but the ratings, you know, they're not great. And in order to do another season, executives want Diddy, who's a judge on the show, to take a pay cut. Listen to how much he makes. He currently makes $1 million an episode. Whoa. And has so far refused to lower that number. The show's next season is not currently on the schedule, but insiders say it's unlikely they would do it without Diddy if they did another season. Diddy calls the report false. So if Diddy, okay, you got to take Diddy at his word. But here's the deal. Let's put this in perspective. You're paid because you're obviously a draw. No offense to Diddy, but obviously people aren't coming to the table. So you got to re-examine everybody's paycheck. And Diddy is making, further television comparison, Diddy is making more than the Friends cast. Oh. And the Friends cast, Friends was a top 5 show. This is not a top 5 show. It just seems out of whack. It just seems out of balance.
He needs a little wake up.
Yeah.
It's not American Idol at its peak.
No.
I didn't even know they had a second season.
It's not even the weakest link at its peak. It's not. The audience is sensitive about The Four? What, I mean, yeah. No, I'm just saying it's a middling show. It's not breaking down the ratings door, so you got to readjust.
Or does he just not want to do it anymore, and so he's just going to ask for too much money and get booted?
Maybe that's
probably.
Maybe he wants a pooping unicorn. As a bonus. Yeah.
I have one, Diddy. You can have mine.
Yeah. Everybody, go grab another cup of coffee. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. Magical umbrella because Mary Poppins is back. I saw the return of literature's favorite nanny, and I'll tell you, if Mary is practically perfect in every way, then he's a dear friend of our show, the great Leslie Jordan, joining us live to talk about his hit show on Fox, The Cool Kids. And from St. Cloud to the world stage, supermodel Halima Aden is in our studio. She is breaking down barriers in the fashion world and creating unbelievable buzz wherever she goes. And she's here. That's all coming up.
So when troubles are incessant, simply be more incandescent, for your light comes with a lifetime guarantee. As you trip your life fantastic, won't you? Trip your life fantastic. Come on, trip your life fantastic. With me.
That's a clip from the recently released Mary Poppins Returns, starring Emily Blunt and Lin-Manuel Miranda. Welcome back. Before I get to the review, I want to make sure Shane can't do any funny business. This is the gift receipt for that unicorn. There's no taking that back now. Anyway, let's continue.
Wow.
I got a chance to see Mary Poppins Returns during my holiday break. Reviews of the movie, if you guys know, have been mixed. But I'm not going to beat around the bush. I loved this movie. I did. I don't care. I saw it at Disney World, which added the magic. I walk out and I'm singing that song, that Triple Little Light Fantastic. And I was literally like making fun of critics as I was walking down the sidewalk, because I was just like, forget you, critics. I loved it by no small measure because of Emily Blunt. I thought she was a perfect Mary Poppins. And here's the deal to the critics. You got to give everybody involved a small break, because people were criticizing the music, saying it doesn't compare to the original's music. Well, of course it doesn't. The music from the original has been a part of our pop culture for 50 years. So it's not people complaining that kids aren't walking around singing these songs. Well, they weren't right away in the 60s. I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was magical. I thought the cast was great. It was like a good old-fashioned musical, and it is a musical. I heard from a theater manager, a friend of mine, that said, people were asking for refunds because they didn't realize it was a musical. What? No, it's serious. Like, what did you think it was? Saving Private Ryan? I mean, what do you know? It's married. Yeah, anyway, really quick, we got to talk to Leslie, but did you like it?
I, lower L, liked it.
Okay.
Lower L liked it. I had a problem with Lin-Manuel Miranda, sorry.
Get another unicorn for Shane's other child. There we go. Next up, it's one of the breakout comedies of the new TV season, starring one of our favorites. Leslie Jordan stars with 3 other comic greats and the cool kids. Look at this.
Oh, you look great, honey.
Margaret, why you so dressed up? You look like you're going to Catwoman's funeral.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, all I did was put on a little extra.
No. More than a little. You look dazzling.
Well, you guys are really sweet.
I mean, damn, have you been sick the whole time that we've known you and you just got over it this morning?
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, new kids. New episodes of The Cool Kids returns to Fox tonight after a holiday break. Give a big Minnesota welcome to one of our favorites, Leslie Jordan, everybody. Hi, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
I hold the key. I hold the key to your fair city. Did you know that? I was given the key to Minneapolis.
I do. We were talking about the last time you were here performing in St. Paul at camp.
At camp, but many years ago I came and I did a performance at a place called the Women's Center, I think, in Minneapolis. Old. It's where I got my title for my next book. There was a sign on the bathroom up in the dressing room that said, "Do not flush unless there's a comedian on stage." I don't know what that meant, but it's funny.
Inspiration comes. When you were here before, you guys had only shot the pilot, but in the commercial break, you said to me that you had a really good feeling about this show and you've read a lot of scripts. So congratulations, first and foremost, on a full season pickup.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it just getting better now that, I mean, you get into a routine with the cast and crew? Is it just getting more fun?
It is. We have our executive producer and creator is Charlie Day, who's done 13 seasons of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He has a writing staff behind him of 12 people. Our showrunner is Patrick Walsh, who was on Two Broke Girls. Was that the name of it? Two Broke Girls?
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got this pedigree, and we just get better and better. I think what Fox wanted originally were 4 old people, kind of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just with no moral compass. But there were just so many hijinks and shenanigans that we could get into. And I've noticed with these back 9 that we're heading into a territory that I like, in that they're really, really doing more character study things. I think they figured out, we got 4 funny comedians, but they're also good actors.
Yeah.
And so we have, what old people go through. We have an episode where Vicki Lawrence's daughter shows up, and she's a total slacker. I mean, she's just the most disagreeable young woman you've ever come across. And we tell her, we say, you've got to, crack the whip with that one. She's a slacker. But anyway, it's funny. It's just funny. Every week it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier.
And I'm just thrilled for you because I knew it was watching that pilot. I just had a feeling like you did that this was going to be great. So continued success. We can't wait to see you back here in St. Paul sometime soon, Leslie.
I can't wait. I'll be back.
Leslie Jordan, everybody. The Cool Kids returns tonight at 7:30 on Fox. Seriously, if you ever see Leslie, that is one-man show is here in town, go see it. Your stomach, your head will hurt from laughing because he has stories about everybody, and they're great, yeah. Still ahead, everybody, times are changing. We will tell you what is in and what is out in the new year. And then, while most kids are having fun on the playground, These youngsters are busy making delicious treats in the kitchen. We're chatting with 2 local contestants on Food Network's new season of Kids Baking Championship. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. We are 4 days into the new year, and we're seeing a ton of lists about what's in, what's out for 2019. And you may be surprised by what's trendy this year. So I want to get your reaction. It's time for in or out. Now, the audience is going to play along. You'll see how this works. First, we're going to talk fashion. This makes me sad. First, 90s grunge is expected to be big this year. Think about the Think about the clothes. Think about the clothes from this movie, 1992's Singles, with Matt Dillon and Bridget Fonda. So let's see, audience, thumbs up or thumbs down about the grunge? Okay. Oh, a couple. I'm curious. Oh, really? A thumbs up for the grunge? Okay, good grunge. It's a little more mixed than I would. As long as corduroy doesn't come back. That's the only thing, yeah. Sorry, is anyone wearing corduroy? I don't want to make it offend everybody, yeah. Great. Jeff, you wearing? I'm sorry, yeah. Okay, next trend. According to the in-out list from the Washington Post, now all we're doing is giving the bosses here at Fox fuel. Beards are out. Shaving is in for guys. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. Oh, God. Yeah, down. No, yeah, down. I know. Don't you? Yeah, you look good in the beard. Don't shave. Okay, yeah. Anybody else, guys? Okay, yeah. You like that you have to shave? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I want just a beard for a day. Anyway, yeah. Finally, avocado toast. Now, this is actually, according to this list, so last year. And food experts say it will die out in 2019. Avocado toast, thumbs up or thumbs down, people? Thumbs up. Anybody like it? Okay, dying out. Yeah, you know what? It's all right. I don't love it. Yeah. This audience is I like these people. They're all over the board here. I like this. Still ahead, everybody, a stand-up comedian who performed on David Letterman's show 11 times will join us next. But next, she is a trailblazer, and that is putting it mildly. Becoming the first woman to wear a hijab for the Miss Minnesota USA pageant. Halima Aden is in the house and will be here next. Stay with us.
Some have called me a trailblazer. I was the first Muslim homecoming queen at my high school, the first Somali student senator at my college, and the first hijab-wearing woman in many places, like the Miss Minnesota USA beauty pageant, the runways of Milan and New York fashion weeks, and even on the historic cover of British Vogue.
That's right. Our next guest became a worldwide sensation. As you heard, after becoming the first woman to wear a hijab at the Miss Minnesota USA pageant, where she was a semifinalist, and since then she has graced the covers of some of the biggest magazines in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled she's here. Give it up for Halima Aden, everybody. Hello! I'll just say what I said in the commercial break. You are inhumanly beautiful. Seriously. Anyway, you hear, in all of our research, you heard my intro, the tease. The word trailblazer is mentioned a lot. Do you like that title, and do you feel like a trailblazer?
Ooh, first of all, I need to keep coming back here because, my self-esteem just went up five notches. Wow.
You can come back anytime.
Okay. Thank you. I think for me, I always say, somebody needs to be the first. And I think in my situation, it wasn't hard to be the first because, I didn't really see a lot of representation growing up. So, there's a lot of fields where I could have, I had the opportunity to, be a trailblazer. So yeah. I think it's also that kind of made it easier.
Are you affected by being a beacon, I think, for folks, as you say, representation, which I think is so important. Are you moved? I'm sure you have received letters and tweets from, your face is lit up, from little girls and little boys that felt, when they turn on the TV, they don't feel represented, and then they see you. And then they see you and they feel like, my goodness, I can do that too. That must be a great gift for you.
It feels incredible. Like, it feels amazing. And I think, like, for me, I always think, like, I wish I had somebody, even in high school, we all go through those awkward phases, like the blue eyeshadow.
You did not go through an awkward phase.
We did.
Don't you?
We really did.
Halima.
I really did.
Don't you sit here on this yellow couch and tell me you had an awkward phase.
Oh yeah. And even, it's a bad time to talk about it because, like, my hijab is, as it's falling apart. But even then, I wish, like, I had hijab tutorials and girls that, like, did, like, beauty gurus, somebody to look up to, who was, like, more in the public eye that I could personally relate to.
Yeah. But isn't that great, though, that you are now that for thousands of little girls watching? You know what I mean? And I mean that. I think that's a great gift that you have given to people. Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm going to start practicing how to tie my hijab because my girls deserve better than this.
Okay, so we got deep. Let's have some fun.
Yes.
You have been on runways. You have been on magazine covers. When you're on a version of Vogue, look at that, everybody. That is the cover of Vogue. Take me to that day that you go to a drugstore, you go to the store, and you see yourself from St. Cloud, Minnesota. You see yourself on the cover of a magazine. What was that like?
Well, first of all, I almost didn't recognize myself because they did such a beautiful job airbrushing. I was like, oh, who's this person? I was like, are my hips really like...
Yes, they are!
I was like, oh, really tall. I was like, wow, I think they like added a couple inches, but I don't mind. But it felt incredible. Like, I think my favorite cover story is like, I will never forget. I was on a shoot for Vogue, British Vogue, and I was there with 9 other girls because it was about like the new faces of fashion and all these beautiful models. And then there was another model named Adut Akech, and it turns out her and I were born in the same refugee camp, and it was our first time meeting on the cover of British Vogue. That's what I
mean. Think about the universe and the fact that you were both born in the same refugee camp. But then life brought you back together in modeling. That's just absolutely amazing. Yeah. What's been some of the fun things? Have you met anybody? What's been the most fun? We've talked about the great gifts that you've given the world, I think. But what's been some of the fun moments? Have you met someone that you just freaked out about because you loved them?
Oh my God, Rihanna. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Like, the security didn't like pick me up and just take me away because I was like, oh my God, hyperventilating. Like, oh my God. Do I take a picture? Do I like stay? Do I?
Yeah, you don't know what
do
to
I
do.
Hug her?
Like,
do I?
How was she? Was she nice?
She was so nice. But then like there's this. I think I kissed her neck because I was so like, oh God. And then there's like, I was like, oh God, I just literally made out with Rihanna's neck. Oh God. I was like, ah.
Not a bad Wednesday.
No.
Not a bad Wednesday. Well, I got to tell you, I'm thrilled that you're here. I'm honored that you came on the show, and I really do think there is, you may not know it, but there is a little girl, a little boy watching that is looking at you right now saying, I have a place in this world. And I think that's a great gift that you should never forget. Give it up for Halima. She's in town as part of the Beauty is Power seminar. For more information, everybody, head to MissMinnesotaUSA.com. Go to that event. And if you missed the segment, don't worry. We're going to post the whole thing on Facebook a little bit later. Still ahead, we're chatting with 2 local contestants on the new season of Food Network's Kid Bacon Championship. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Thank you.
12 talented young bakers.
The Mona Lisa on a sugar cookie.
It's wackadoodle. It's so good.
Are mixing it up in the kitchen.
We got in hopes of landing a feature story in Food Network magazine.
Yes! And $25,000.
I'm ready for war.
Don't worry, mine is gonna be better than yours. In your dreams.
When the sprinkles settle.
Order in the kitchen!
Who will become
Kids Baking Champion?
Will it be? Welcome back. Our next guests are a pair of Minnesotans who are ready to show the country they have some serious skills in the kitchen. Yeah. Even though they can't get into a PG-13 movie on their own. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Paige and Meadow. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay. Paige, let me start with you. What started you baking?
I've been baking for as long as I can remember, just helping my dad in the kitchen, and I would always turn the mixer to speed 10 and everything would go everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I saw an application for the Kids Baking Championship last year, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get into this.
And Paige, you said as long as you can remember, how old are you? I know you're never supposed to ask a lady how old they are, but do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 11.
Oh, so many years you've been baking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and when did you think to yourself, you know, I'm pretty good?
Last year when I really started getting into it more, I was like, I can do this.
I can do this.
I got this.
Meadow, over to you, same question. Did you have family members that baked, or what kind of started you out?
Yeah, I originally started baking when I was 2 years old with my mom. I think my mom's a really good baker, and I think she passed on her baking magic to me.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing was Mom, you got bacon magic, girl. I'm just saying, yeah. I like to bake too. I can make a few things. Yeah, I'm not you two, but I can do a few things. What's your favorite thing to make, Meadow?
My favorite thing to bake is a layer cake.
Okay, why?
Because it's really fun to decorate. It's even more fun to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Atta girl. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Paige, how about you? Okay, let me ask you. Let me switch up the question for you. What is the one thing, maybe on the show, what do you not like to bake? If it's a challenge, what do you not like to do?
Anything with tree nuts. I mean, I can work with tree nuts, but I can't eat it. I can't eat it, and that's the hardest part.
Yeah. A tree nut. Oh,
yes.
I didn't.
Pistachios, almonds, anything like that.
I love it. She's listing off all the nuts. I love it. You don't like the tree nuts, Paige. Okay. What was it like doing this show? Was it what you expected? Was it harder than you expected?
It was the best thing I've ever done.
Really? How long did it take to film the season, guys? How long were you there? Can you say, or will you be whisked off the stage if you say anything? No, you can't say.
No.
You're say. I don't want to get you two in trouble, so I won't.
No,
I won't do it. Now, Meadow, I heard a little fun fact about you that makes me think that you and I could be friends. Is it true that you wanted to buy a stand mixer that was teal because you truly thought the teal color would make the recipes better?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
The color matters.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of difference. If you get a boring white one, you're not going to be as excited. Paige, are you that picky with your stand mixers?
I have a bright red stand mixer.
Atta girl.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like candy apple red. It makes everything taste better.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
The color matters.
It does matter. It does.
If it's black, it won't taste good.
No,
if it's gray.
Gray. Who wants to make something out of a gray thing?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, Valerie Bertinelli is the host of this show, one of the hosts. How was she?
Amazing. She was so nice. It was amazing to meet her. It was super exciting.
What's your favorite season of One Day at a Time?
Heard of it, never seen it.
At least you've heard of it. Meadow, have you heard of One Day at a Time?
I think I've seen the commercial.
Okay. Yeah, it was in the 70s, the 70s and 80s, yeah. It was an old show about a single mom with 2 daughters and a handyman named Schneider. Yeah. You couldn't care less, could you? Yeah. Paige and Meadow, everybody! I love them. The season premiere of the Kids Baking Championship is Monday night on the Food Network. As they say, Check your local listing. Still ahead. He's been on all the late night talk shows and is making his return to our show. We're chatting with comedian Nick Griffin when we come back. Back after this, everybody. Thank you, guys. Nice to meet you. Oh, Aaron Schwab. Anyway, our next guest has been a comic for more than 25 years and appeared on many late-night shows, including my favorite, Letterman, Colbert, and Conan. And this weekend, he's performing at, now this is hard to say,
Sisyphus Brewing Company.
Brewing in Minneapolis. Welcome back to the show, Nick Griffin, everybody. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Well, welcome back.
I love the little bakers.
Oh, weren't they hysterical?
Yeah, I started baking last year.
Did you? Are you good?
I'm not good. I stopped immediately and moved to soup.
That's yeah. Do you remember one day at a time?
I do. Of course, I remember
Quality
one day.
Show.
Yes. That is right in my wheelhouse.
Great Norman Lear show.
Yeah,
one of the
I
best.
did not know that was a Norman Lear show.
Yeah, it was a Norman Lear show.
Wow, fantastic.
Well, I won't bore you with the rest of the fun facts. But anyway, what is it like? I mean, you're a Midwest guy. You were born in the Midwest,
I was
right?
born in Kansas. Very, very Midwest.
That is Midwest.
It's not often you get a big round of applause for Kansas.
Right? Yeah. Right. Have you found over your career that the Midwest was a bounty for material?
Well, I think the good thing about the Midwest is it's such a good cross-section of the country. You know, you go out to New York and I saw a lot of comics there and they were doing stuff like subway stuff and I had no idea what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah.
But I think in the Midwest, you know, kind of it touches everybody.
Yeah.
And I grew up with 6 brothers and sisters, so I was ready for all that kind of heckling and hatred and punching and
6 brothers and sisters.
I did. My mom had 7 children. Yeah, she's still napping.
How did that work? Like, did you ever get your own room?
No, I did not. Well, I mean, I grew up in, as I said, Kansas, and I grew up Catholic, and everyone I went to school with had 4 or 5 brothers and sisters, so it wasn't unusual until I got older and realized it's very odd and that my mom was a sick person. I'm kidding. She's
the audience is very sensitive. Yeah. What is it? What is kind of catching your interest now? I mean, what is it? What are you dealing with? Is it love? The last time you were here, we're talking about dating as you get older, and you cracked me up. Is it getting any easier dating?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. No. It's very difficult. I just started dating someone, but I'm a little worried. She makes 6 times more than me. Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with it because she makes 6 times more.
That's right. I would imagine I'm not single, but it's not easy, especially in this age of social media, where you can't meet people the old-fashioned way anymore.
And everybody knows, they Google you obviously immediately and find out all the stuff you've done. And then it seems like I've been on Letterman 11 times, but it hasn't. I'm not a billionaire or anything, so they come thinking, oh, we're going to have 5 bottles of wine, and I say, let's get soup.
Yeah. It is. You just touched on something. I think when people see you on TV, they have this I just thought they have this perception. Oh, well, Nick was on David Letterman.
Right.
He must have a seven-room mansion.
Yeah, and 8-figure income and all that. But that's sadly not the case.
Sadly not the case. What is it like? I always like to ask you because late night is a source of fascination for me. I mentioned 11 times on Letterman.
Yeah.
Did that ever, did you still get butterflies? Because it's still Letterman. I mean, that's still, and you were in the Ed Sullivan Theater and you've done Colbert still in theater. What's that experience like when David Letterman calls your name and you go, here you are in Colbert, and you step out there, yeah.
I got a tie on. Yeah, well, the first time I did Letterman, I was so relaxed. And then Letterman, as you said, called my name and I got scared. And every joke I told, I would tell a joke, I'd say, and the dog ran, and then I'd go, ugh. And if you watch the set, it's literally me doing 12 jokes and at the end of each one going, yeah. And it was just excitement, you know, I was just excited. But I had grown up watching Letterman. I'd been coming home from high school parties where I didn't have any fun and turning on Letterman and singing this goofy guy from the Midwest. And it was like, he was a hero to me. So to do the show was, you know, it'll never get more exciting than that, of course, other than today, right now.
Oh, please. No, but nice, Nick, nice. No, but I would imagine because, you know, I too grew up in the 80s and watching, hearing an idol say your name on his show, I probably never got old for you.
No, it never got old, and I tried to, I had a really good first set, and they liked me, and so I tried to get on as much as possible, and luckily I got to do it, I think, maybe 3 months before the show finally ended.
Oh, really?
And so that was a real, you know, honor to me to get to do it that close to the end of his run, and it never got old. And to every now and then you'd be doing your set and you'd hear Letterman's laughter in the background. Not a lot, but every now and then, which made it even more special.
I was just going to say, I mean, it's great if the audience laughs, but if you can make Dave laugh, I mean, that's all you kind of need.
Yeah, it was really just such a huge kick to me in my career. And
well, we always love when you're here. I saw you on the rundown today, and the producer, we love you, so please come back the next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nick Griffin, Nick will be at Sisyphus Brewing tonight and tomorrow. For ticket information, head to, say it, Nick.
SisyphusBrewing.com, everybody.
That's right. And don't forget, you can now watch full episodes of our show on our new YouTube channel. We'll post each day's episodes along with clips from the show. Just search for The Jason Show on YouTube and hit subscribe. We'll be right back to wrap up the show. If Shane's still speaking to me when we come back. Thank you, Nick. Before we go, you got to see video out of San Francisco. Someone spotted, look at this, everybody, come back to the TV. Someone spotted a coyote strolling through the streets of San Francisco. Like, she's like, hey, girl. He didn't seem to be bothered by anyone. Yeah, look at that. Filming his little jaunt. It's not clear where the coyote ended up, but check him out. He couldn't care less about, he's like, hey, I'm in San Fran. Gonna go get some fish.
Get your
What's
selfie
up?
by the bridge.
Yeah. Now, speaking of animals, Shane's back with us here on the couch, and we're gonna end the show like we began with Poopsie, the surprise unicorn. Now, Shane, maybe I shouldn't have assumed at the top of the show that everybody knew what Poopsie was. Can you explain what Poopsie is? And why kids are freaking out over this thing?
Honestly, I don't really know. It's a unicorn that poops slime, rainbow slime.
Yeah.
Oh, don't clap. No. It is $50.
It's $50.
For a pooping unicorn.
You can't put a price on fun. I mean, you really can't.
Well,
no.
We're gonna find out, right? How much fun it is. You and Karis.
So we did this. We did the story, and Shane's like, I am absolutely not getting Karis this pooping unicorn.
And I told Santa, don't even bring it to our house.
Because did she ask for it?
Well, anything on TV that she sees she wants, she's at that age, so yeah, she did.
Because she saw, because the commercial was like, poopsie.
Yeah, and there's like rainbows and like unicorns, so she's in.
Yeah, so she said she wanted it, and then me, Mommy, and me and Santa said no. So then...
realistic, financially sane mom said no, $50 pooping unicorns.
So unrealistic, no kids, disposable income, Auntie Jason, and Uncle Eric went to the Target and we found Poopsie for your daughter. Now,
so exciting.
We don't know, there's a reason now, we don't know what color the unicorn is.
Well, we don't, there's 4 apparently, so it'll be a surprise.
There is, here we go. So
among
Monday we're gonna find out. Karis could get Dazzle Darling, Rainbow Bright Star. By the way, that's my stripper name.
I knew it.
Oopsie Starlight, or Whoopsie Doodle. So there we go, yeah. There we go. Have fun, Karis. There we go. Monday on the show. How's your New Year's resolution going? Learn some simple ways to keep that resolution going further in the new year. Plus, we'll recap Sunday night's Golden Globes Awards. That's going to be it for us. If you are a kid watching that feels different, that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Bye, Karis.